Hey food lovers, today we're diving into the top 10 foods you should never, ever refrigerate. Trust me, your taste buds will thank you. We're talking about those culinary culprits lurking in your crisper drawer, silently suffering under the harsh glare of the fluorescent light. These misunderstood ingredients deserve better, and frankly, so do you. Get ready to ditch the chill and unlock maximum flavor. Alright, let's talk rice. This pantry staple is a workhorse, but it's also a bit of a drama queen when it comes to moisture. See, uncooked rice grains are like tiny little sponges just waiting to soak up any stray humidity. Pop that rice in the fridge and you're basically inviting mold to the party. Not exactly the kind of wild rice situation we're going for. Instead, keep your uncooked rice in an airtight container in a cool, dry place. A pantry or cupboard works wonders. And remember, a happy rice grain is a dry rice grain. You want those grains separate and fluffy, ready to soak up all the delicious flavors of your next culinary masterpiece. Garlic, that pungent powerhouse, is essential for so many dishes, but it's also a bit of a diva when it comes to storage. You see, garlic likes its environment cool, dry, and well ventilated. The fridge? Way too humid. It's like sending a vampire to a tanning salon. The cold, damp air of your refrigerator will make those garlic bulbs sprout faster than you can say Allison, and once they sprout, they get rubbery and lose that sharp, pungent flavor we all know and love. So, do your garlic a favor and keep it out of the fridge. A cool, dark pantry is ideal, and a mesh bag or open container will provide the ventilation it craves. Onions, those culinary chameleons, can make us cry when we chop them, but there's no need to subject them to the tears of a humid refrigerator. Onions, like their pungent pal garlic, need to breathe. They thrive in cool, dry, dark places with good air circulation. The fridge? It's basically an onion sauna. All that moisture will make your onions soft, mushy, and even moldy. And nobody wants a moldy onion, so find a cool, dark corner in your pantry or cupboard and let those onions breathe free. You'll be rewarded with crisp, flavorful onions that are ready to add depth and complexity to your next culinary creation. Chapter 4. Potatoes starchy and sweet don't mix. Potatoes, those humble tubers, are the backbone of countless dishes, but treat them right, or they'll turn on you. Refrigerating potatoes might seem like a good idea, but it's a recipe for disaster. The cold temperature turns their starch into sugar faster, which means you'll end up with potatoes that are gritty and weirdly sweet when cooked. Instead, store your potatoes in a cool, dark, well-ventilated space. Think root cellar vibes. A cardboard box or open basket in your pantry is perfect. Remember, potatoes need to breathe, keep them away from onions, as they release gases that can speed up spoilage. Chapter 5. Tomatoes, refrigeration is murder. Tomatoes, those juicy jewels of summer, deserve to be enjoyed at their peak of flavor. But stick them in the fridge and you're committing a culinary crime. Cold temperatures halt the ripening process and destroy the delicate compounds that give tomatoes their vibrant flavor. Plus, the cold air damages the cell walls, leaving you with mealy, flavorless tomatoes. Instead, let your tomatoes ripen at room temperature, out of direct sunlight. Once they're perfectly ripe, you can store them in the fridge for a few days to slow down spoilage, but for the love of flavor, don't subject them to the cold any longer than necessary. Chapter 6. Honey, liquid gold, not fridge food. Honey, that liquid gold, is a gift from nature, and like most natural wonders, it doesn't need our help to stay fresh. Honey is naturally antimicrobial, which means it resists spoilage. It's been enjoyed for centuries without the aid of refrigeration. In fact, refrigerating honey is counterproductive. The cold temperature causes the sugars in honey to crystallize, turning it thick and grainy. So, keep your honey in a sealed container at room temperature, away from direct sunlight and heat. It will stay delicious and spreadable for years to come. Chapter 7. Bread, the case of the stale suspect. Ah, bread, the staff of life, but store it improperly and you'll be left with a stale, crumbly mess. Refrigerating bread seems like a logical way to prevent mold, but it actually does the opposite. The cold, dry air of the fridge sucks the moisture out of bread, making it go stale faster. Instead, store your bread in a bread box or airtight container at room temperature. This will help it retain its moisture and stay fresh longer. If you need to extend its lifespan, slice and freeze it. Just pop a slice or two in the toaster when you're ready to enjoy. Chapter 8. Avocados, the ripening riddle. Avocados, those creamy green gems, are notoriously fickle when it comes to ripening. And the fridge is not their friend, at least not initially. Refrigerating unripe avocados is like hitting the pause button on their ripening process. They'll stay hard and flavorless indefinitely. Instead, let those avocados ripen at room temperature. Once they yield to gentle pressure, you can pop them in the fridge to slow down the ripening process and prevent them from going bad too quickly. Chapter 9. Bananas beat the browning blues. Bananas, those potassium-packed powerhouses, are a breakfast staple, but they're also notoriously sensitive to cold temperatures. Refrigerating bananas disrupts their ripening process, causing the peels to turn brown and the flesh to become mushy. Plus, nobody wants a cold banana, so keep your bananas on the counter at room temperature away from direct sunlight. They'll ripen evenly and develop that sweet, distinctive banana flavor we all know and love. If you need to slow down the ripening process, try wrapping the stems in plastic wrap. Chapter 10. Coffee. Don't let your beans go stale. Coffee, the elixir of life for many of us, deserves to be enjoyed at its freshest. But storing coffee beans in the fridge is a surefire way to ruin their flavor. Coffee beans are like little sponges, absorbing moisture and odors from the surrounding environment. The fridge, with its fluctuating temperatures and array of aromas, is a minefield for coffee beans. Instead, store your beans in an airtight container at room temperature, away from direct sunlight, heat, and moisture. This will help preserve their flavor and aroma for weeks. Remember, fresh is best when it comes to coffee. So there you have it. Keep these foods out of the fridge and enjoy them at their best. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell for more food tips and tricks. See you next time.